Let's bring in the man, Roger Bowling. You there, bro?
Yeah, what's up, guys? How are you?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. So let's get going with this. Talk us through your last fight with Brandon Sailing.
Man, honestly, the game plan was to go out there and take him down. It was short notice, and I knew he was a brawler and a big puncher. You know, a lot of his wins were by KO and TKO. So, I just didn't want to put him in a position to where he could, potentially catch me with a big shot. And, being in front of the hometown crowd and stuff, I come out there and kind of got caught up in the emotions and ended up being kind of a brawl. I felt like I hit him and hurt him, so I went to get on him. And, he was got a granite chin, so we ended up exchanging some good punches. And after getting woke up a couple of times, I'm like, I better get this guy to the ground. So,
sure,
took him down and finished the fight. It was early in the second. I won the first round win, but still felt like I put on a good show for my hometown. So,
yeah, for sure, man. And you obviously have a solid chin too, because you took a few shots in there.
Yeah, man. I threw a left, and he caught me with a right over top of it, like at the peak of my punch, and ended up like catching me. Like it didn't like I wasn't knocked out or unconscious or anything, but it flashed me a little bit, put me into one knee. So
for sure,
had to shake out the cobwebs.
Okay, man. What's your overall opinion on Brandon and this controversy that's surrounding him?
Man, honestly, I haven't really looked into it a whole lot, so I'm not really in a position to, judge him for his beliefs. I don't agree at all with I have a daughter, so, I don't agree with the sex
right
and or charges that he has, but, I'm not really in a position to, judge him. Because I'm like I said before, I haven't really looked a lot into it. So
right, okay, man. So let's talk a little bit about. I read in an interview a while back you were talking about dropping down to 155. Is that still on the table, or?
Well, it's never out of the question. But after my fight with Jerron Peoples, I was like, man, I want to drop to 55. I was gonna, stay on a solid diet and try to make the cut. And man, I was dieting hard after the fight, and watching what I eat and watching my calories and doing, everything my dietitian said, and I just ballooned right back up to, like 195 pounds.
Oh wow, man!
Man, that's a long cut to 55 from 195. So
for sure,
I'm like, man, I better weigh out my options a little bit, or maybe just hit the juicer full time if I'm going to be dropping to 55 or cut a leg off. So
yeah,
it's a long way, man. It's a long way to go. I've been working out my whole life. I'm from a small town, and I didn't get out of there much. There was a group of guys that were bodybuilders, and I looked up to those guys, man, and which is my background, is like a strength background. So, I've worked out since I was about 11 or 12. So it'd be hard to give up.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, man, let's talk a little bit about getting back into the Strikeforce Cage. Any word?
No, none yet. I fractured my hand in the last fight, so kind of just letting that heal up and going through training slow, because my hand, man, it's been an ongoing thing with my right hand. I seem to fracture it or jam it up about every fight, so I just want to baby it this time and not try to push it and rush it along too fast. So I really want to let it heal up good.
Where are you training right now? And just list off some of the guys that you train with that got you prepared for this last fight.
I train a lot with Daniel Strauss. He's in the Bellator tournament right now.
Yeah, for sure.
He's like one of my really good friends, actually. He's awesome dude. He's my wrestling coach. Victor O'Donnell, who just lost in the Bellator tournament, is a good fighter. But, he had a tough loss there. And got a lot of good up-and-comers, man. Chris Curtis is going to be a name you guys will all know soon. He's a tough up-and-comer. Man, we got a ton of pros coming up at Vision MMA here in Cincinnati, so I'm pumped to see what the next couple of years, what we produce out of our gym.
Okay, man, you had some serious wars with Bobby Velker. Talk about those series of fights.
Yeah, man, Bobby, he was a tough dude, man. The first time we fought, you know, I felt like I dominated the whole fight.
Right.
And I ended up taking a eye poke, unintentional, like late into, or I think it was like mid-third round. And, you know, I just couldn't, the lights and stuff are so bright in the cage that I just couldn't open my eye. So they went to the scorecards and I won unanimous. The second time we fought. And, you know, at this point, at the point of my second fight with Bobby, I was, you know, like still pretty new into the game and really hadn't had a lot of cage time. I was 8-0, but really, you know, I probably had 10 minutes, if that, in the cage. So, because I had ended all my fights so quick.
Right.
And, you know, just, I took the fight. I broke my hand in the first fight, and I took the fight and probably way more premature and expecting that my hand would be healed. And it just never healed, so I didn't spar properly for the fight and ended up coming out into the fight and fractured my leg about 40 seconds into the fight. It was just the worst night of my life, the second fight.
Jesus.
The third fight, I'm like, yeah, I get to like avenge my loss, blah, 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 go out. You know, I was in the best shape of my life. I've never felt better or more comfortable in a fight. And, you know, felt like I was doing everything right and make one mistake and end up paying the ultimate price, looking up at, I think it was Josh Rosenthal, like, please tell me you didn't stop the fight. And, you know, it did. It's one of the things, man. One zigzag the wrong way, it's over. Tried to explode out of a knee, which is a bad habit of mine.
For sure, man.
Hopefully my future opponents don't hear this right now. And yeah, I threw a left hook and tried to post off of his chin with my hands and explode out underneath of his, and he was through me at this exact same time. And the next thing you know, I'm looking up at Josh like, please tell me he didn't stop the fight. So he did, but you know, I needed it.
Yeah, for sure, man. And obviously, Velker is very underrated. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, man, he's a tough dude. And the thing about Bobby and guys like Bobby is, you know, he might come out and give you one Bobby in the first, but he's going to be completely different in like the second and third rounds. He just keeps getting stronger, and he's a tough dude, man, and an awesome guy. I mean, he's a cool dude. I got to know him a lot over our, you know, stint of fights, and he's a cool dude, man. I wish him the best. Now,
if these fights happen in UFC, you guys probably would have taken home bonuses in all three fights.
Yeah, man, we put on some good shows. You know, it's styles make fights, and fighters make the fight, you know, and we're two guys that come out there and like to put on a good show for the crowd, so, you know, expect both of us to, you know, bring it anytime we fight. So, I don't like putting on boring fights. I don't like hearing the fans boo.
Yeah.
They're paying their money to come see me fight, man. I'm gonna give them all I got.
Right on.
Or even if I win, I'm not gonna sleep that night, so...
Is there any fighters in Strikeforce that you have your eye on, you're watching them, and you're thinking, damn, we'd have a good fight?
You know, I like to fight. You know, my next fight, I want it to be, you know, a reputable opponent. I don't want to fight any guys that they're just bringing in or anybody like that. I want to get a name, and I want to fight, you know, a Paul Daly or... You know, just I want to fight somebody with a name, and I know I can fight with those guys. And, you know, I look forward to those fights, and I need those kind of fights where I can train and you can see the best Roger Wooling. So, you know, those are the fights I'm looking for.
Yeah, man. I hope you get it. Any sponsors you want to promote, throw your Twitter or Facebook out there.
Yeah, man, Trauma Combat. They're a clothing company out of California. They got an awesome brand, man. And check them out. They're awesome. Of course, Intimidation. I think you guys do some work with them. Luke over there, man, he's great. He's an awesome guy, man. Luke is here in Cleveland, Ohio, and
Yeah.
Just an awesome guy, man. He's always treated me good, and he's been like one of my longest sponsors, and me and him got a good relationship, and I think the world of him. So, and then Training Mask, Casey of our Training Mask, just another awesome guy, and who else I got? There's a couple local guys. Jerry Backman, a good friend and sponsorship of mine, and then I-Supplements. If you need any good supplements or diets, hit them up, check them out. And thank you guys for having me, man.
Okay, no problem, man. What about your Twitter? What's your Twitter?
Yeah, man, at Roger Bowling. Follow me. I post pictures and training videos and stuff daily. Either me or my wife. My wife more than I, but so I'm not as hip to that as she is, but she handles it a little better than me.
Okay, Roger, thanks for giving us the time, and best of luck in your next fight.
Thanks, man.
Okay, talk to you later. Yep, bye.
Bye.